Hello guys, welcome to Money Math Made Easy, where we mainly discuss and resolve anything related to finance and math. Today we're gonna solve a problem on percentage, and this problem they gave it on FCAT in 9th grade. So we're gonna solve it using mentality trick that we explained you before. They say Martha gets to the mall to buy a new sweater. The sweater she shoes cost $36.99. When she gets to pay, she's informed that the sweater is marked down 20%. If sale tax is 6%, how much will Martha pay? We have four choices. We're going to choose the best choice. Okay. The cost is $36.99. Let's take our pens first here. They say she's informed that the sweater is marked down 20%. So we need to subtract 10% of this. First of all, let's compute 10. We need to subtract 20% of this. Let's compute 20%. They say mark down 20%. Remember, we say the best way to do it is to compute 10% first. Since 10% is easily computing, remember for 10%, we say the technique for 10% of any value, what we do, we divide the value by 10. So if we divide these by 10, what's gonna happen? We're just gonna move the decimal point one value to the left. So we're gonna have here for 10% 3.699. That's 10%. 10% is 3.699. Okay, so we can approximate this. If we have 3.699, we can say this is 3.7. So $3.70. So that's 10%. So the discount was 20%. 20% is just gonna be 2 times this value. Since this is like 10%, 2 times this value will give us like 7.4. That's 20%. Okay, that's the discount. 20%. Okay, that's 20%. So to get the value after discount, we have to subtract, because the cost was 36. Remember, the cost was $36. The cost was $36.99. So I'm gonna subtract the discount, that the 20%, subtract 7.4. So what I'm gonna end up, the price after discount gonna be like $29.59. So $29.59, that's the price after discount. So that's the price after discount. So they say if sale is 6%, so I need to add 6% tax. 6% tax. I need to add 6%, which is the tax, 6% of this value, to get the final result. So what we know 6%, right? 6% is a combination of 5% plus 1%, right? So first of all, we're going to try to compute 5% of this. So that's the price after discount, $29.59. That's the price after discount. I need to add the 6% tax. First of all, the 6% tax. First of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to compute the 5% of this. So I need the 10%, the 10%, because I know 5%, 5% is half of 10%. 10% of this, the 10% of this, I'm gonna just move the decimal point. So this is gonna give me like 2.9. Okay, let's say I take about an approximate 2.96. That's the 10%. I just move the decimal point. Okay, so that's 10%. I need half of this value. Half of this value, 2.9. Let's say 2.9 can be 3 also. You see what I mean? So half of this is approximately 1.5. Okay, this is I can approximate this like 3. So let's say mainly this is 149. This is an approximation. That's half of this. That's the 5%. That's the 5%. You see what I do for the 10%? I just move the decimal point. I just move the decimal point here to find the 10%, and I divide this. I take half of this. I have 2.9. I say 2.96 is mainly 1.5. Okay, I took an approximation. This is $1.49. That's the 5%. So now I need that 5%. Remember, the tax was 6%. So this is 5%. I have to add 1%. 1% of this, I have to divide this by 100. So 1%, we say it's gonna be 9.59. That I'm gonna divide it by 100. Dividing by 100. I'm just gonna move the decimal point 2 value instead of 1 value for 10%. 1% gonna be 2 values. So I'm gonna have like 0.29. I take an approximation 6. So that's the 1%. That's the 1%, and that's the 5%. That's the 5%. So I have to add them. I have to buy 1.49 plus 0.2. So the value that I'm gonna end up with, so if I have 1.49 plus 0.29, so let's say let's say this is like 1.5 plus, I can approximate them. I can say this is 1.5 plus 0.3. Okay, this gonna give me like 1.8. So you agree? It's gonna be 1.8. That's the 6%. So that's the 6%. So that's the price after discount. That's the tax. So I'm gonna just add them together. So it's gonna be $29.59. That's the price after discount plus the tax. It's 1.8 by approximations. So I have 9 here. Here I have 3. I have here 31.39 approximations. So the value can be a little different, but it's gonna be 31.39 something. So I'm gonna choose the best results. We find 31.39, $31.39. So the final result is gonna be an approximation. So you see what I got here. So that's the value. That's the value I got. This one. So this one is the final result. My final is just, this is an approximation. So we took time to do this just to explain you, but if you have to do it mentally, you just divide it by 10. You say 3.699 is 3.7, 2 times 3.7, 7 and 72. That's the 20% quickly. You have 72 for the 20%. You just have to subtract 7.2 from this. Okay, you just have to subscribe it, and after that everything is easy. Excuse me, this is we got 7.7 since we have like, since we did an approximations, this gives us 7.4. so we just have to make the subtractions to get the final result. This is easy. This is an example how you can use some mental trick to get percentage quickly. So I hope this was helpful. See you for another video.